And Zone Garage offers a 20-year warranty on the top coat. Their coatings are durable, anti-slipped, and impact resistant. Give them a call at 570-856-6067. That's 570-856-6067 for Zone Garage of Eastern Pennsylvania and New Jersey.
I'm Ryan Newman, and since I started with Indiana Donor Network and Driven to Save Lives, I found out that some people think that they can't be an organ donor. The truth is, anyone can sign up to be an organ donor.
Anyone?
Anyone?
Are you sure?
Yeah, I'm sure. Anyone can sign up to be an organ donor. So don't count yourself out because somebody's counting on you. Go to driventosavelives.org and sign up today.
But my heart's going to you, Ryan.
Love that shirt.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Worldwide Technology Raceway, St. Louis, Missouri, where tonight the stars and cars of the Carolina SimWorks TNT Series will run their final event of 2021 Season 2. My name is Chris Graham with the National Racing Network. It is a pleasure to have you joining us this evening. Qualifications already underway. Let's get the names up on the screen here, or at least once the graphics decide they're going to cooperate with us. No surprise here. Jason Owens, quick time to the top of the speed charts, 31.67 seconds. Pick up here with James Watson. His first lap in the books, 32.73, over a second off the pace here. 11 cars going to make up the starting grid this evening. The championship points battle is already decided. Westshire will be your 2021 Season 2 champion. 2 seasons of the TNT Series, 2 different champions. Oisin Walsh claiming the first season title in pretty dominant fashion. Wes was about just as dominant this season as James Watson's second lap going to move him up to 8th on the speed charts, and that should wrap up qualifications here at Gateway. All 11 cars have taken their times. And sort of looks like no surprise here. Jason Owens going to be your quick timer. Jason, I tell you what here, bud, a fantastic lap out there. What are you thinking here as we get ready to go into the season finale?
I don't know if you pulled me up on camera. I'm trying to buckle in. So I'm just going to throw this out there. I had no clue what I was doing on setup today, so I loaded my Phoenix set in qualifying, and I guess it worked. So we're going to do the same thing in the race and hope it sticks. Taking a flyer today.
Oh, that is absolutely fantastic here. Let's get the video up here. At least we should be able. There we go. We got a great view of your glove sitting right there. There you go. There's Jason. Yeah, pretty cool. We can bring the in-car cameras up here. He's getting himself buckled in. I can't believe you buckle into a sim racing car, by the way. Qualifications are done, and that means, well, it means a couple of things. It means it's time for the graphics to go absolutely ballistic and everybody to take the grid here. So we'll bring Jason back down into the room here, and we'll get you the starting lineup for tonight's race. Starting on the pole will be the aforementioned Jason Owens, 89 thousandths of a second back. Will be Kevin Smalley. 2 of the best here in the TNT Series will line up tonight on the front row. James Curtis and Simon Fell on row number 2. Mike Gosler, Westshire on row 3. Dan Smith, James Watson on row number 4. Row 5 will have Chris Kresge and Bill Walker. Rick Cleary will be the sole occupant of the 6th and final row. See our buddy Robert Kreiser checking in the comments. I hope you are doing well, sir. A lot of love to you, Mike, and the whole family out there. Give them all the shout out from us here and see if we can't get a word with the champ here. I guess we can officially crown you 2021 Season 2 champion, West Shire. Congratulations on the title, bud. What are you thinking here as we get set for 50 minutes around Gateway?
I think I'm slower than I thought for this race, but I'm happy to have the championship locked up.
Yeah, it makes it easy to not worry heading into that last race of the year when it's all sewn up. Well, congratulations on the championship here. Let's let you get the thank yous in just in case we don't get to talk to you at the end of this thing.
Well, as always, got to thank you for doing the broadcast, Jason, for putting this whole thing together. Carolina Simworks paying the bills. Homestead Coffee hopefully keeping me awake and alert enough to drive this set tonight. It's going to be real interesting. And shout out to my other life coming up here on Friday, Tales from Rukon, D&D stream on YouTube. Give it a look.
There you go. Well done, sir. Getting ready to go green. Field's going to make their way off of turn number 4. 50 minutes will be the distance here this evening. Jason Owens, Kevin Smalley lead the field down. Green flags in the air. We're underway here at Gateway. Going to make for a good side-by-side battle into turn number 1. Got to watch the cold tires. Make sure you don't cause any issues for yourself here. James Curtis slots up in line behind Smalley down the back straightaway. Simon Fell going to be there as well. The Extra Life Riley Children's Foundation, number 87 to Jason Owens. Going to run that tighter inside lane through 3 4. Oh, big bobble for Smalley. He's up into the fence. Trouble for Kevin Smalley. Caution is out on the speedway. Rick Cleary getting involved in that one as well. Tough break there for Kevin Smalley early on here at Gateway Motorsports Park. Worldwide Technology Raceway. I promise I'll get it right someday. Get you a look here at the replay. See the car start to bobble just a little bit. Overcorrect, slides it up into the outside wall. And Rick Cleary grabbing the binders in a hurry. Got himself wadded up to the inside wall as well. Kevin Smalley crab walking that car all the way back, trying to get it into the pit area. He doesn't want to take the tow. Now, here's where things start to get interesting already in this race. The fuel window is estimated to be about 24 minutes. So obviously that puts you just shy of the 25-minute halfway mark. The caution flags early on in the race will make a difference in terms of if you can make it. But then you need to get the cautions in the second half of the race to make it as well. If everything times out exactly perfect, you could see pit stops around the 24-minute mark or 25-minute mark and get you to halfway. As that car looks absolutely ridiculous, crab walking its way down into the pit box. Could be the big smooth move of the race for Kevin Smalley, just losing it on cold tires. He's going to hit his marks. Crew will go to work. Takes the repair job. Archiving Ohio Dirt Track Racing, checking in saying slow drift. Yeah, I guess that's one way of looking at it here. Smalley, unfortunately, going to be stuck here on pit road. No backup cars are available here in the TNT series, so it's one of those deals where you gotta make the car last. Unfortunately for Kevin Smalley, it looks like that will not be the case here this evening. See if we can get a word with him here out of the infield care center. Kevin, what happened out there?
Lack of talent, I think, mostly. I didn't have much practice going into this, if I'm honest, and probably staying too wide through 3 and 4 was pretty silly of me. I've had trouble when I've been wide.
Is that also just one of the deals of the tires maybe not totally up to temp yet, and
You definitely,
not giving the grip that you think they're going to get?
Yeah. I've been struggling with this running the high line. I tried doing it a little bit in practice and mostly ended like this. So I should have thought better of it and just dropped in behind Jason, frankly.
Well, tough break here. Hopefully you can get it repaired, but more of
I've only got
collective.
I've only got 10 seconds of. I've only got 10 seconds of required repairs. Well, I've got like 4 minutes total, and so I don't know. I've broken this car in a new and exciting way this time. So I'm not sure what repair we got.
We're calling it the slow drift you were doing down pit lane there. So,
gosh, I'm still crabbing like mad. I'm gonna have to come back in.
Oh, there you go. All right, Kevin. Thank you very much. Tough break there. Take a look at. Oh yeah, there it is. Still doing the slow drift. So lights are out on the iRacing safety car. Jason Owens going to lead the field back to green. Get you a look at the in-car. I'm not sure what's being said in the Discord, but they've got them laughing here. So get ready to go back to green flag racing. Jason Owens, James Curtis, Simon Fell, Wes Shire, James Watson, your top 5. Mike Gosler, Dan Smith, Chris Kresge, Bill Walker, Rick Cleary, the 10 cars remaining all on the racetrack. Kevin Smalley is working his way back to pit road, but he's got a long journey to go here. Kind of surprised to not see Jason Owens up against the outside fence here as we're going to get ready to go back to green. Well, I guess it's going to be a double file restart maybe. I have no idea. Green flag's going to go back in the air. It feels side by side. Looked like a double file restart here. Owens going to have the lead into 1. James Watson, Simon Fell going to duel side by side. Watson getting way up to the outside. There's Mike Gosler catching up on his rear wing. They head down the back straightaway. Everybody single filed out. Now Dan Smith going to look to the inside of the Atlas Van Line Special into 3. James Watson, Simon Fell now going to battle side by side into turn number 1. Fell going to run way up against the outside safer barrier in turn number 1. Watson's got to give him a little bit of room. Here's Wes Shire looking to the inside of James Curtis into 3. Curtis going to have to run that outside lane. We saw it catch out Kevin Smalley. Oh, Shire slides up the racetrack a little bit. Almost got Simon Fell in the middle of 2. See who James Watson's going to go with. Provide some drafting assistance. Well, neither one of them. He's going to sit right in the middle. In fact, he'll continue to run that middle line through 3 and 4. Pulls up, tries to get the little bit of draft help. Oh, Fell throw him a little bit of a bizzle there on the entry to turn number 1. Forces Watson way down to the inside. Dan Smith, Mike Gosler going to battle side by side down the back straightaway. 7.5 minutes in, working lap number 9. Kind of an interesting thing that we heard here in the pre-race was that drivers were talking about the fact that you had different setup philosophies that were producing very similar lap times. You could go ultra low downforce, or you could run a very high downforce spec, and both were pretty darn close on lap time. Basically, one's giving you a ton of speed down the straightaways, the other lets you keep that pace up through the corners. Shire to the inside, fell to the outside. Trouble on the racetrack. Caution flag is out. Trouble for Dan Smith. See what happened here to the 95 machine. Not sure what happened there. Slide a little bit further back here and see if maybe we can see what happened. Smith got it way up on the outside through 3 and 4. Yeah, it looks like that may just be a case of abandoned ship here as Dan Smith gets it down to the inside of the racetrack. Didn't see any contact anywhere. See if we can get a word in here with James Watson as we work under the caution flag here. And James, car looks pretty good so far, and strategy may be starting to play out here a little bit as well.
A lady never divulged her secret.
I'm not even going near that one.
Yeah, I already have a few things in mind. Trying something. Hopefully it should work. I don't see a whole lot why it wouldn't, knock on wood. So just trying to survive long enough and not put myself on the wall. Got a lot of fast cars here. And trying to do what I can, try to steal third points.
All right, there you go, James. Thank you very much. We appreciate the time, bud. And yeah, here's your cars that were down pit road. Chris Kresge leading the field in. Bill Walker also on the pit area. That's Cleary's second stop of the race, 7.22 seconds, the time of the stop for Kresge. Walker down and away in 5.23 seconds. Everybody else towards the front of the field has not stopped. Basically what Kresge's doing is just committing himself to a two-stop race unless we get a bunch more caution flag laps. And then he may be able to cycle through to the front of the field. I think it's a little bit too early yet, unless you get a ton of caution flag help. See a little bit of a connection issue there for Bill Walker. So looking at the front of the field, there's Jason Owens. Well, you can sort of see him behind the iRacing safety car. He's been your leader since the drop of the green flag this evening. James Curtis, the Serge Cola, number 88. Running in the second position. Simon Fell will run in third in the 256, just behind him. New champion West Shire in the fourth position. Shire up 2 spots from the drop of the green flag here. Hard charger of the night goes to James Watson. He's up 3 to run in the 5th position. Mike Gosler, the Atlas Van Lines special, making his way down the back straightaway. Mike's going to restart in the 6th position. Just back behind him, the first of the cars that has stopped, that would be the 777, the RIL Raceverse entry of Chris Kresge. Kevin Smalley back out on the racetrack here and we'll say a few laps down. Bill Walker running in the 19th position as Smalley's going to duck back into the pit area. Rick Cleary now running in the 9th position. He's going to be the final car on the lead lap here this evening. Didn't lose a lap in that first lap incident, or second lap, I guess it was, with Kevin Smalley. And there's Smalley making his way down pit road. The car still pretty jacked up. The crew's going to go back to work here and try to get that right front repaired. That's one of those deals where you almost need to hit the wall and just knock the whole corner off of it. archiving Ohio Dirt Track Racing, saying Watts spins into the lead. Potentially. Who knows what shenanigans we're going to see here this evening. The lights are out on the iRacing safety car. We're going to get ready to go back to green flag racing. Jason Owens, James Curtis, Simon Fell, Wes Shire, James Watson, your top 5. This one will be the single file restart that we're used to seeing. Pace car on pit lane. Owens on the loud pedal. We're back underway. Good start for the two at the front of the field. James Watson having a peek inside of West Shire. Got a peek there at Kevin Smalley making his way out of the pits. Watson gets a great run into 3. He's going to look down to the inside of Shire. Just not quite close enough. Watson's going to keep running that low line, trying to get a little bit of a toe off of Simon Fell just ahead of him. Fell had a peek down to the inside of Curtis for second. Yeah, pretty good battle shaping up here for the race lead. Curtis slides high through 3 and 4. Fell gets all the way up towards the safer barrier. Owens going to try to break the draft down the front straightaway. Big move by West Shire inside of Simon Fell. Old Curtis has a little bit of a bobble. That's going to stack everybody up. Force Simon Fell onto the binders. Opens things up for West Shire to hold second. James Watson thought about looking inside. Fell going to get the nice toe, though, off of James Curtis. Owens all the way down to the inside retaining wall down the front stretch. Oh, what a save by Mike Gosler. That car went in full sideways into turn number 1. Watson to the inside. He had to breathe the throttle just a little bit. Good fight back behind these cars as well. Definitely a lot of comers and goers here this evening. Not a lot of change at the front, though. Jason Owens, James Curtis, Simon Fell holding on to those top 3. Curtis back to running the higher line in 1 and 2. West Shire just set the fastest lap of the race at a 31.46. James Watson losing a little bit of ground here. You wonder if he might not be in a little bit of fuel conservation mode here, as Chris Kresge's going to look to his outside. Simon Fell to the inside of James Curtis. We've got action all over this racetrack. Already working the 17.5-minute mark. You'd say the race is going by in a hurry here, but, well, it's a timed race, so irregardless of how quick the cars in the racetrack are, we're going to go the full 50 minutes. West Shire able to come around Simon Fell, working that outside lane. Going to get a good run down the back straightaway. Shire tucks right in on the rear wing of James Curtis. Less than a car length separated those two at the entry to turn 3. We haven't done one of these for you tonight here, ladies and gents. How about we get the announcer to be quiet for a minute? You all can have a chance to crank it up. Action is fantastic at the front of the field. James Curtis working to the inside. Jason Owens not getting away. How about the dive by Chris Kresge down to the inside? He wants to get a piece of West Shire for the 4th position. Has to fall back in line. Jason Owens sneaking up into the garage access, I guess, the access road that leads into the racetrack. Not sure if that was intentional or not. Let's go on board here with your race leader. How about a pass for the race lead? Simon Fell comes around Owens. He's going to duck back to the inside. Owens now checking his mirrors, getting the alert. He's got a car to the outside. That's James Curtis. Get you a Hot Shoe Racewear instant replay of the pass for the lead. Simon Fell down to the inside, got a great draft down the back straightaway. Easily comes around Jason Owens, but here's Owens fighting back off of turn 2. Chris Kresge now up to the 3rd position. James Curtis, James Watson, West Shire all there as well. 3 rows. Looks like they're turning pace laps at 170 miles an hour. Jason Owens back to the race lead down the front straightaway as we hit the 21-minute mark. Oh, Kresge way up by the outside wall. He may have clipped the outside retaining wall. James Curtis, James Watson battling wheel to wheel off of 4. And Kresge has to get to the front. In fact, he has to try to run away with this a little bit because he's going to have to make the extra pit stop, or at least he'll have to stop with the race leaders. Oh, West Shire almost got that exposed wall end there. What a fantastic race this has been. Show you the gaps here. How about 7 cars, all within about a second and a half of each other? Now it becomes a question of who's going to blink first and have to make the pit stop. We know Chris Kresge can go longer. However, if he doesn't stop with the leaders, he's going to lose the draft. As Kresge looked to the inside of Simon Fell in 1 and 2. they'll be able to go to the halfway point with the 2 cautions that we've had. The question becomes, is anybody going to be able to make it on one stop? Just because you stop at the halfway point doesn't necessarily mean that you're going to be able to go the entire second half of the race. What a drive for Chris Kresge so far. Even with making a pit stop under the lap 12 caution, he's up 7 spots since the start of this race. Another hard charger back there, James Watson, running in the 3rd position. He's up 5 since the start of this race. Probably another 2 laps or so before we'll start to see any of the leaders hit pit road. Well, maybe not. Here comes Mike Gosler. He's going to be the first one to hit his pit box. Oh, and actually, he had to take the toe in. Tough break there for Mike Gosler. James Curtis falling back here a little bit. I would have to think that's a fuel save move here. As we're at the halfway point. It'll be cross flags this time by Jason Owens with a 7/10 of a second lead over Chris Kresge, but it may not last to turn 1. We'll see. I'm fairly sure the drivers have to pit at the entrance to turn number 3 and take the pit access road all the way in. Oh, a little bit of a bobble there for Chris Kresge. He's going to fall back. That'll promote James Watson to 2nd. Simon Fell to 3rd. And taking a look at the lap times, they are still full send at the front of the field. 31:57, the best lap time for Jason Owens. His last lap of 31:67. This time by 31:71. He's within 2/10 of his quick lap of the race, so not a lot of fuel saving going on there. James Watson getting a good run at the entrance to 3. Actually had to back out of it a little bit as he got right up on the rear wing of Jason Owens. You do lose a fair bit of downforce. It's not as severe in some of the really aero-dependent cars, but you definitely have to be in a different line from the car in front of you, as Chris Kresge almost got the outside wall again. He's going to battle with Wes Shire. James Watson trying to fend off Simon Fell. Fell looks down to the inside, has to tuck back in line. Wes Shire going to battle with Chris Kresge side by side into 3. This is just so interesting to watch how you have to really time the run. James Watson had to grab the binders just a little bit in turns 3 and 4, and that set up a pass attempt for Simon Fell. Fell had to tap the brakes into 1 as Watson gets the great run into 3 this time. Off at turn number 4, new race leader James Watson. Jason Owens going to cross right back underneath. That duel will continue side by side. almost at 28 and a half minutes. Now we're starting to get into that range where I think they may be able to make it on one stop. Watson trying to make that number 39 machine as wide as possible, but I thought it might not have worked, but then Wes Shire gets right up under the rear wing, gives him a big old draft down the straightaway. Shoves him back out to the lead. Jason Owens takes the shorter way around. A little bit of a tank slapper for Watson off the corner. Nice save there. How about Wes Shire trying to go 2 for 1, 3 for 1 into 4? Oh, Shire bobbled just a little bit, forces Jason Owens up the racetrack. That was tight off the corner. Watson holds on to the race lead. Kresge back up to second. Owens now third. Oh, what a gut sack move, Chris Kresge. Way to the outside. There's the first of your leaders to come into the pits. Jason Owens will make his way down the pit lane at 29 minutes and 50 seconds. Gets to the pit limiter. We'll follow the stop here for Jason Owens. Pit lane, total time on pit lane, about 43 seconds. James Watson, Simon Fell, both going to make their way into the pits this time. Owens on his way out. Here's Watson and Simon Fell on their way in. Bill Walker also going to hit the pit area. Jason Owens down and away, 6.65 seconds on the stop, 37 seconds the total time on pit road for Jason Owens. Watson hits his box. Watson down and away. Good stop for Watson, 7.13 seconds. We're looking to see where Jason Owens is going to come out here. James Watson is ahead of Jason Owens on the racetrack by about a half second or so. But these cars are all a lap down, or at least James Watson just about a lap down, to race leader Wes Shire. James Curtis in the 88 going to make his way down pit road. Watson and Shire both slide up the racetrack. Curtis making his way down and into his box. Hits the mark, car goes up on the air jacks that don't exist on the PM-18s. He's down and away, 7.38 seconds. 37.55 the time on the pit lane. It's going to leave us with two cars on the lead lap. Wes Shire and Chris Kresge. And here comes Wes Shire into the pit area. So your race leader going to hit the box. And it will leave Chris Kresge as the last man standing. And again, he's got about 12 more laps. Oh man, he tried to send it way up to the outside again. Crossover move down the back straightaway. James Watson going to fight this position very, very hard right now because he's, oh, they're going to make contact. Watson into the outside wall. Caution flag is out. Watson was fighting to stay on the lead lap. And a heartbreaker for James Watson. That car heavily damaged. Get you the Hot Shoe Racewear instant replay here. Race leader Chris Kresge dives down to the inside. The left rear of Watson makes contact with the right front of Kresge, and that's all she wrote. For James Watson, that car down into his box. It looks like it's driving in a straight line, so it may not be too much damage here, but it's going to go up on the jacks, and Chris Kresge, this is the big question now. Does Chris Kresge have, how much damage does Chris Kresge have? Rick Cleary also making his way in. Kresge down and away. 7.83 seconds, the time of the stop. We'll see how much damage that car potentially has. As he makes his way back out onto the racetrack. And when they came to the pit lane, Kresge was the only car on the lead lap, I believe. Westshire may have remained on the lead lap after his pit stop. We'll see if iRacing gives them the call to get back in line here, but everybody else currently being scored one lap down. Westshire, Chris Kresge, Rick Cleary. The three cars currently on the lead lap. Then we look forward through the field. Simon Fell running in the 4th position. He'll get to take the wave around, as will Jason Owens, James Curtis, and Bill Walker. There's James Watson making his way back out onto the racetrack. I believe he will be scored one lap down. Actually, it looks like Watson's going to be 2 laps down to the race leaders as we work the 35-minute mark here. See if we can't get a quick word here with Simon Fell, currently at the head of the line. And Simon, I'm tending to think that this caution now is going to put everybody into a position where fuel strategy doesn't matter. We're going to go full send here for the next 20 minutes or so.
Yeah, everyone should be able to make it to the end from here without any trouble.
What's your thought process then? Is you're going to get the wave around here as we get ready to go back to green, and then I mean, it seemed like it's been abject insanity at the front of the field here all night.
Yeah, that's a good description. It's been been terrifying.
Terrifying. That's a fantastic word to use. All right, Simon, thank you very much. We'll let you get ready for the restart here. And yeah, Westshire going to be your race leader. He'll stay behind the iRacing safety car. He will have Chris Kresge right on his rear wing. And how about the fantastic strategy calls so far here for Chris Kresge? Rick Cleary running in the 3rd position. He had an issue early in the race with Kevin Smalley. Cleary now going to be running in the 3rd position. Good run for that number 25 machine. There's Simon Fell running in 3rd. So lights are out on the iRacing safety car. We're going to get ready to go back to green flag racing. Off of turn number 4, Westshire grabs the loud pedal. We're back underway. 12 minutes of insanity coming up here, and tell you what, Westshire out to a huge lead over Chris Kresge. Call it a half second. I don't think that's going to last that way for very long, though. Simon Fell looking inside of Rick Cleary. That's the fight for the third position. Jason Owens going to try to come through as well down the front straightaway. James Curtis going to tail right in line as well. Owens down to the inside. Cleary not putting up a huge fight there. And if there was a question of damage on the 777 of Chris Kresge, I think we've got an answer here. Is that car is running very, very well here after the contact with James Watson. Watson going to be scored 2 laps down in the 8th position. Jason Owens looking to the inside of Kresge. That's the fight for the 2nd position. Kresge now going to have to fight with Simon Fell off at 2. Inside of 10 minutes remaining, and Wes Shire has an almost 1 second lead over Jason Owens and Chris Kresge. And that's right about where the draft really starts to take effect. Simon fell down to the inside. He wants a piece of Chris Kresge as they head off to turn 3. Kresge able to make that high line work. That car is really hooked up on the outside. Blinking Bill Walker having a pretty good run here tonight in the 6th position. Had a couple of issues. Nothing major though, just a very consistent race here. Simon Fell ducks to the inside of Kresge. And we've got a fight for the race lead. They've caught Wes Shire and Jason Owens looking to the inside. And really, if you're going to attempt the pass for the lead, you're going to have to do it with as much as 90 seconds left on the clock. As Owens looks to the inside once again. Has to tuck back in line. How about Bill Walker? New fastest lap of the race, 31.29 seconds. I mean, he's a full 10th quicker than Jason Owens, Chris Kresge, and 2/10 faster than the rest of the field. Once again, Jason Owens going to look to the inside of Wes Shire into 1 and 2, and he'll get the pass completed that time. It's going to give Shire a chance at a great run down the back straightaway. Owens runs a little bit higher lane. Simon Fell inside of Chris Kresge for 3rd. Shire slides up the racetrack. Fell able to clear Kresge. Bill Walker's caught right back up in on James Curtis as well. This is going to be a 6-car fight for the race win. Down to inside of 7 minutes remaining. Jason Owens holds the 2-car length advantage over Wes Shire. Simon Fell getting a great run off the corner, though. He's going to take a peek inside of Shire as Walker looks inside of Curtis. Mike Gosler way down to the inside, moves out of the way of the race leaders. When does Wes Shire make the move? It's got to be early enough that you get another shot at it, but late enough that Jason Owens can't fight back. Man, Owens just absolutely spectacular through 3 and 4 that time. Kresge thought about trying to get to the inside of Fell, tucks back in line down the straightaway. Shire runs the middle lane of the racetrack. Going to bring Chris Kresge inside of Simon Feld, not close enough. The lead is 2/10 for Jason Owens over Wes Shire. Wes had a good run going into 3. Had to run the higher lane, though, to stay out of the jet wash coming off the back of Jason Owens' car. Now Shire going to duck down to the inside. He may have him here. Inside of 5 minutes remaining. Wes Shire, Jason Owens battling side by side for the lead. Owens may have caught the outside wall. That was all quarter entry into turn 3 for Wes Shire. He picks the race lead from Jason Owens. Chris Kresge looking high on Simon Fell as Jason Owens peeks back to the inside of Shire down the backstretch. What a barn burner of a race. Here at Gateway, our buddy Patrick Byrne checking in. Such good racing. Yeah, this has been absolutely fantastic here tonight. Owens once again going to look inside of Shire through 1 and 2. Just not going to be close enough. Then he's not getting any drafting help. Chris Kresge tucks inside behind Wes Shire. Owens went for the race lead. Is going to end up losing second to Chris Kresge. Kresge now making the move inside of Shire. He looks way low down the front straightaway. Kresge has to tuck back in line. Owens looks to the inside once again. Could Simon Feld, James Curtis, or Bill Walker be a spoiler in this one? They're ready to pounce if anybody makes a mistake. Owens still holding the inside line, but he's got Simon Fell to his outside. Here comes James Curtis starting to make his move. He's getting inside of Simon Fell, going to bring Bill Walker with him. Is it going to be too little, too late for James Curtis, or did he save enough tires? Here he comes to the outside of Kresge. What a move, James Curtis. Bill Walker following right in his tire tracks. Now Curtis going to look to the outside of Jason Owens. He won second. Owens down to the inside of Shire through 3 and 4. Both lines going to have some drafting help now as Walker tucks in behind Jason Owens. Owens not able to do anything with Shire just yet. Inside of 2 minutes remaining. Shire almost got loose off of 2. that may be all that Jason Owens needs as they get into turn number 3, but Curtis tucks right up in line, 90 seconds to go. Once again, Jason Owens going to look to the inside, may get a little bit of help down the backstretch. Not close enough to attempt the pass. He's going to tuck back in line. We'll see him dive out again here. Shire runs the inside lane, going to force Owens just a little bit lower on the racetrack. We're inside of 45 seconds to go here at the Carolina SimWorks TNT Series finale at Gateway. Owens a little bit of push in 1 and 2. Shire slides up the racetrack. 30 seconds to go. And a caution now will absolutely end the race. Owens looks to the inside. Curtis and Walker going to stay tucked in line for 3rd and 4th. Now Walker looks to the inside of Curtis. Oh, they make contact. Curtis goes around. We stay green. White flag is out. 1 lap to go. Does Jason Owens have anything for West Shire? Oh, they almost made contact. Off of turn number 4, checkered flag in the air. Jason Owens wins at Gateway. What a finish. They may have made contact late in the race. Get you the Hot Shoe Race Where instant replay of this one. He got a great run. I think it was netcode, but it was just enough to turn Shire loose off a 4, and that's all she wrote. What a drive. Jason Owens started the season with a win. He finishes this season with a win, but he's going to slot right in line behind your champion, West Shire. Dueling donuts on the front straightaway. Dueling battles for position. They end up nose to nose in an absolute stare down. What an incredible race that was. And how about Bill Walker coming home in the 3rd position? Wow, that race was outstanding all the way around. Let's start our victory lane interviews here with 3rd place finisher tonight, Mr. Bill Walker. And Bill, we were calling you Blinking Bill Walker during the race here. The connection was not the strongest, but I'll tell you what, the car was pretty darn strong. Do you have us, Bill? All right, maybe not. We'll try to come back to him. Let's get your runner-up for...
Not bad.
Let's get your runner-up, West Shire. Oh, my goodness, champ. It looked like netcode on the replay. I don't think Jason made contact.
But there's a 0x there.
What a race.
There was definitely a little contact according to iRacing, but I can't be mad about that. That was incredible.
That was one of the best races I've ever seen in the PM-18s, and that's really saying something because these cars run fantastic on so many of these ovals. What's that run like? We mentioned that maybe that pass would have to come with 90 seconds left because you had to not give the attack chance. Do you think you got there too early? Is there anything you would have done different?
No, I think I played it perfectly, and Jason just played it a little bit better. That was... I can't be mad about that. That was just a perfect execution of a bump and run. particularly in an open wheel car.
I was just
enough
say,
to get me loose. That was
a bump and run in an open wheel car at 140 mile an hour. What could possibly go wrong? It seemed like the race was going to start to play out from a strategy perspective of once we got those early cautions, you knew everybody was going to be able to make it on one stop. What were you thinking when you came out of the pits and until Chris and James had their incident, that was your race basically in the bag at that point?
Yeah, no, I think I played the fuel strategy really well. I saved a just ridiculous amount of fuel under caution. I think I was going to come out ahead of the pack without the caution, but yeah, caution made things pretty interesting there.
Yeah, made things incredibly interesting. So congratulations once again on the podium finish, and you're now the second champion of the Carolina SimWorks TNT Series. You said that you didn't think you had a shot at a championship when this season started. How do you go from I don't think I have a shot to I've locked this up with one to go?
Consistency, I think. Really excluding the first event at Iowa. I think I've been super consistent all season. That's mainly just what I've been focusing on. Just stay out of trouble, don't get those incident points, and if it's a first place car, go for the win. If it's a third place car, good enough for me.
Well, congratulations once again. Are you going to claim the number one for next season?
We'll see. I got to think about that. I can tell you there will be a nice little addition to my my livery, a nice little crown somewhere for a champion.
Yes, there you go. Well done. Congratulations, Wes. Looking forward to season 3 picking up here in a few weeks.
Oh yeah, looking forward to it.
And by the way, let's get the plugs in again. Who do you want to thank?
Yeah, as always, got to thank you for the broadcast. I bet that was a ton of fun for you to call. I got to thank Jason both for putting this on and just putting an incredible race on there. That was just so much fun from in the car. Of course, got to thank Carolina SimWorks paying all the bills. Homestead Coffee keeping me awake and alert enough to actually save a bump and run at 140 in an open wheel car when my rears were already fried. And another shout out to Tales from Rukon. Come and watch me and my friends make fools of ourselves on the internet, rolling dice and drinking a bit.
That's fantastic. You know what? You may see me on Friday night. All right, bud. Congratulations on that one. We're looking forward to talking to you next season. And let's pick up. Let's see if we can first. Let's try to get Bill Walker in here again. Bill, do you have a copy on us? I guess not. So let's get your race winner. Wes is claiming a 0x and a bump and run. How do you execute a bump and run in an open wheel car at 140 mile an hour?
I guess I'll go with the dad answer and say very carefully. Oh man, I don't know if you caught any of my camera. I am like drenched in sweat. I can't say enough about running with Wes. He's truly a champion. Like, didn't place a wheel wrong. I'm sure you caught some of the strategy games where we were faking inside, going outside, back and forth. He was on a lower downforce set. I was on a high downforce set. And, man, that was an amazing race start to finish.
Yes, that was one of the best PM-18 races I have ever seen in these cars. And it seems like the TNT series gives us 2 or 3 of those a season. It's a testament to the skill set of the drivers. The car is perfect on some of these racetracks we go to. This is just an absolute fun series to drive in, isn't it?
Oh, it's a blast, Chris. I think I'm preferential to the ovals because I'm an oval guy, but the car's just as good on road courses too. It's kind of one of the hidden gems of iRacing. I wish more people knew how good it was, but instead you've got hundreds of people running F3 fixed for 15 minutes at a time in the same time slot. I'll get off my soapbox and again just say, thanks to you and National Racing Network for putting on a hell of a show here. I don't think we've officially announced it, but I'll unofficially officially announce it here. Chris, you and National Racing Network are coming back with the start of iRacing Season 4, and we're going to turn Tuesday Night Thunder into a Tuesday night event every week during the season and have 3 different series with a Formula V, a USF 2K, and the PM-18 series, which will no longer be all ovals. We're going to mix in a road course or 2 into the 12-week season. So pretty excited to have that back here on National Racing Network TV.
Well, thank you very much. We are really looking forward to that as well because, like you said, the car's great on road courses. It's great on ovals. But we've also got 2 more cars joining the lineup here on Tuesdays. The Formula V is just a blast. I mean, everywhere you try to run that car, it's just fun. It's slow, it's easy to drive, and it'll kill you all in the same instant. And then you have the USF TK cars, the USF 2000s. I mean, that is the perfect training ground to step up here to the full TNT series.
Yeah, and we got to give Wes some credit. He's put together a phenomenal schedule that'll highlight the strengths of the USF 2000. Pretty cool. The USF and PM-18, they actually share a tub. Tattoos does a really good job with this car, and hopefully we get in iRacing the real life car updates that were announced last week. We're going to have the I think it's the USF 23 and PM-23 coming here in the next couple of years. I know there'll be mixed emotions on the service about the Halo device, but it's good to see the additional safety for the drivers coming.
Yeah, and that's one of the things. I mean, we did have the tweet that the iRacing vans were spotted in Indianapolis, Indiana this week. So we may see a whole bunch of content coming here around the world center of racing and the racing capital of the world.
Hey, as long as it includes that IL-15 when they do the rest of the updates and the rescan of the Indy Road Course, I am in.
Yeah, that one could be a ton of fun. So, well, congratulations on the win tonight. A pretty good season for you as well. Not the championship you might have been hoping for, but all in all, great year. Who do you want to thank?
First off, I want to thank you, National Racing Network. Great, fantastic broadcast partner. Anybody out there looking for a broadcast partner that's going to take the series seriously and really invest time and effort to make sure it's successful, give Chris a shout. Definitely want to thank Extra Life and Riley Children's Hospital. Remember, we're here for the kids. If it's not Riley, find your local Children's Miracle Network hospital in your local community and help out some kids.
All right, there you go. Thank you very much, Jason. As always, a perfectly executed PSA there. And with that, we're going to wrap up our coverage here from Gateway. Wow, what an absolute incredible night of racing here as we get ready to head back for a couple of weeks off, little R&R time for the drivers of the Carolina SimWorks TNT series, and we're looking forward to what's coming up here next season. As Jason mentioned, a 3-hour time block coming at you on Tuesday nights. The Formula V, USF 2000, and the PM-18 all going to be running here back to back to back every Tuesday night, starting with iRacing Season 4. We got a ton coming up here this week. Tomorrow night, the High Side Hustle at a special time, 6:30 p.m. Eastern Time tomorrow night. Coming up on Thursday, another doubleheader, the Ezra IndyCar Series, plus the Indy Pro 2000 Official Series Championships. Friday night, Real World Racing, Linda Speedway, Jonestown, Pennsylvania. Don't want to miss any of it. But with that, we are going to wrap things up here on a fantastic night of iRacing content for everybody here at the National Racing Network. My name is Chris Graham. It's been a pleasure to have you with us. We will talk to you all soon. Have a great night.